I pick up what I can carry, and I hit the wrong button. So you're starting all over again. But this is my way of cutting the slats. These are the slats I got. The bundle's tipped over, but that seems to work just fine for me. I take in what I can carry. See, I can carry about that much of them in two hands. And I bring it in here, and I got the wheelbarrow on the end of the table saw, and I got the table saw set for 1/3 of a slat. The slats are 3 inch, so that's these little screws here are the lined up, so that gives me 1 inch. So I run them through the table saw, and I use my pusher right here so I don't get my fingers in the saw, and I push it through once and push the slat onto my finished slat onto there. Sticker, my finished sticker onto the wheelbarrow. Do it again, and then the third time, if it's a full width, I put the worst side out to this side, and the third one to go through, if it doesn't make a full length slat, I just bring them over here, and I cut them to 18s or so on there, and that goes into, you can see I got a bunch of them piled there. I also sort through this after I bring it in. You see, these all look like nice thickness, but you look at that one right there. That one right there, that's a little bit too thin for a sticker. Doesn't give you enough so that you clear the ground or clear the next log. So little thinny pieces. That's a thinny piece. That'll be cut into pieces and go directly to the stove. Plan B is it can be planed and branded. That reminds me, I got to plug in my brander and get that heating up. This is my system for the heating the brander. Not really happy with the way it does. See, that's an incomplete. There's no horse's head on that one. No horse's head again on that one. Those are the only two I did on that block. It seems though the chunks of wood, the blocks of wood, don't brand as well as dried, super dry slats. Slats seem to dry the best. And I have out here all of these slats that are dried down to 0% or more. They don't register on the moisture meter. They're so dry. They've been in by the wood stove. But I leave to start with, I got to heat this handle up and the brand head itself. And yesterday's experience tells me that it's really got to sit on here for 10 or 15 minutes before you do anything. That's just, and then in between brands, you probably want to leave it on there a good long while. You can't just expect to do production. You can't go from one to the next to the next. See, now this chunk has two things going against it. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's not half bad, but it's certainly far from perfection. I got the horse's head anyway. Now on that one, I ran it through the sander a lot. I have a pond sander now over here, and some of my sand with that on 80 grit. I haven't tried the finer grit because 80 grit seems to be almost too fine itself, and that's the coarsest I have. So this is the way that I do my slats. I bring them in here, and then I don't wheelbarrow them over there. All I do is I put a good size arm load on the wheelbarrow, and that gives me opportunity to reach my arm underneath them and carry them over there as the arm load at a time. I probably ought to do that next, is cut more slats. All enjoyable woodworking. I don't know, the stacking is, I don't know if you call it enjoyable, but it's kind of nice that I can do it. I was born in 1951, and it's nice that I can still stack those heavy chunks of wood. And I like the end result. I like the way it looks. I think I'm going to cut some more. The weather this morning said that it was going to be sunny this morning, which it was. We had a beautiful sunrise. And then it was going to cloud up, which it has, and not be lawn mowing weather. We don't have any lawn mowing weather in the foreseeable future. I've covered my grass clippings with sawdust, and Bear's been kind of working it over a little bit. Bear's burning all his trash out here. One of my old boots, a stick, a raccoon, various bits of trash. Sunday's trash day. I'll have to pick up some, put all this in the trash, but oh, Bear. He needs to be in his role as a livestock guardian dog. We need somebody here to look after sheep, pigs, cattle, chickens while I'm not here. And Bear could do the guardianship, but somebody needs to do the custodianship of feeding them. His Peter, I'm not really sure that he has mastered the feeder yet. This water seems to work good for making sure there's always water available. And the feral cats are enjoying their free food. I got a bunch of free cat food, and that's what they're consuming. But Bear doesn't seem to open this at all. He doesn't. Bear. Can you open that with your nose? Open it with your nose. All you want to do is climb up and pull my phone out. Oh, there you go. There you go. Open it. There you go. He needs to be in amongst sheep. He needs to be an electric fence with the sheep and be looking after them. He's kind of at loose ends with just me here, and not even me here a lot of the time. He needs to be with his sheep. There's sheep available as soon as I got somebody living here. But see what that snow amounted to? That's the water in my rainwater catchment system. You can see the line. Bear, look at this. Look at this. What do you think? That's quite a bit of water. So that's that. That's good. Boy, I could even mow again if I had the body for it. But Well, that's where we're at this morning. We had a beautiful sunrise. I probably should have given a quick report as the sun came up right over my van there. But I just wanted to get to work and start in. I never, like yesterday, the phone rang as I just got started, and I didn't get back here until dark. That's just the way things are. The phone rings and off I go. But today's graduation day, so a lot of people are at the picnic. They play softball, have hot dogs and potato salads as the menu today at the picnic. And any farm that has kinder and scholars in school, no matter what the grade, 1 through 8, they go down to the picnic. And so they can't be doing stuff, getting hauled around. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm hoping to go to an auction, but we'll see how that works out. I don't know. Bear, no bear, bear, you go play with your sheep. I'm sorry, you don't have no sheep. So you play with my hose. It's been since February that I've been requesting somebody to sign on to grow their own food, and so far I have nobody here, nobody to look after things when I go. The Wisconsin trip was postponed because his mom is on her deathbed and they can't go off to Wisconsin from Ohio when their mom's about to die, Grandma. So I don't have to be gone for that 8 days, but that still could come up. They might bury Mom and then go off to Wisconsin for their 8-day trip. School's out after today, so they're free to go. They can go on a trip and take all the kinder with them. But yeah, I need somebody here. I need somebody to take on the task of growing their own food, being independent, running a sustainable farm. I'll help you all I can with my knowledge and my brawn, which is waning, but I'll show you how I do things and allow you to do it however you want, pretty much, short of using pesticides and poisons. I like to keep it pretty organic. We have one garden plowed and 2 strips with cover crop on it, and my friend's coming this afternoon and he's going to plow this garden right here. This is going to be a garden, I hope, right along this side of the Quonset hut out to the pathway here. Probably 5 or 6 passes with the plow, putting it over towards the Quonset hut, coming towards me with the plow, going back with the plow up and coming back down, just a one-way plow. And then so this will all be garden along here. Won't that be something? Garden, garden, garden. I like that. I could probably come out here with a chainsaw and just cut down some of this bigger burdock weeds so the horses wouldn't have so much of a problem. And then he's also going to plow this over up towards the Quonset hut, out to where it's mowed or a little bit more. This will be garden here on the north, this is the east side of the Quonset hut. This will be the south side here. And yeah, look forward to that. That might happen this afternoon after he gets done with his picnic and softball game. I hope it does. I don't know. And then tomorrow's Saturday. It might happen tomorrow, but also it might not happen tomorrow. Got to move this over to the burn pile, trash pile, and yeah. If you'd like to be a part of the Fredericktown Homestead, there's a vacancy here for a family or a couple or just the right individual. Get a hold of me at jbthemilker@gmail.com. That's JB, just beautiful, JB, that's my first name, JB. The THE Milker, like I milk cows, MILKER. Jbthemilker@gmail.com. That's the Google email. Get a hold of me. I answer my email when it comes, if it comes. We got more garden space that isn't yet opened up. I wanted to show you the part that is opened up after the snow, checking on it after the snow. This was all white yesterday, the other morning, no, morning before last. I got this strip. I was thinking of having him plow some, but see, we got this obstacle. We got all that ash and yuck and the barrel and the culvert pipe. That's all got to be gotten out of the way. He may bring down a sulky so he can pull that out of the way. You see my radishes, and that's the cover crop. I think some of it succumbed to the frost. I'm not sure. I don't think there's as many varieties of plants as there were. But yeah, cover crop's doing all right. That will be plowed under when you get here. The garden, we got all the way over there to that board fence over there. Got that space, and then we got over there to that tree, probably another opening at least as big as one of these two. He went up one side and down the other of this, and yeah, if you'd like to take part, give me an email at jbthemilker@gmail.com, and we'll see what we can arrange. The rent here is $500 a month. I pay my half. That makes it pretty affordable. You live in this house here, so do I. I live in the front bedroom on downstairs. There's 4 bedrooms upstairs. Big living room, place for a deck. If we put a deck, we're gonna have to rework the water catchment. Washer dryer downstairs. More places for rainwater collection. Places for rainwater collection on the barn with a huge roof. We live in amongst the Amish community here. I haul the Amish. I'm a part of the Amish community in a kind of a gratis sort of sense. I'm not Amish, but they all know me and they all treat me as not one of them, but part of the community. I don't know. It's a different role that I play. I consider myself one of the most reliable drivers for them. If I say I'll come, I come. Only missed out by 3 times in 8 years that I've had to stand somebody up for one reason or another. But we got a rototiller and a bag and lawnmower. I stopped in and saw at the mill my next load of wood. It's ready to come down here. That might come down today. I don't know. There's a picnic and all. But that's 1-inch wood. I'd like for this stack that I've been using as my workbench in here, I'd like this stack to go out to the corn crib and the 1-inch to come into here. Yeah, this is the same as what's in the corn crib right here. I've been using it as my workbench, but I'd like to build a workbench. And my thought is I got all these 2x4s, and I've got these 5/8 slats, and now I've got 1-inch coming. 1-inch will make a great top for it. I've also got all those 1-inch over there. They're all dry now. And these here that are stacked are all 5/8. And they're proven to be dry on the moisture meter. The way I video, it's very, very difficult for me to show you me doing something. But here's another attempt at that. I'm going to attempt to put a brand right on there. It's not smoking. That's not a good thing. We want it to smoke. When it smokes, that shows you it's burning in, but it's not smoking. Oh, look what we got. Well, that's very nice. That's very nice. Now you see I got several options, but that's a marketable brand right there. I can sand it out and this brown haze will go away, but the outline will stay. I got 2 more brands paid for. One is still in the design stage, the other one is in the manufacture stage. So I'll have 3 different images for brands. See, I'm thinking I could cut this into a pretty shape, an oval or an octagon or even just a square, sand it all up pretty, and maybe cut a hole in it right up here. Maybe not, but that's a marketable, just by putting that brand on that stick of wood, that makes it somewhat marketable. That one came out good. Let's do another one. I got all these to do here. Looking at the stick of wood we got, it's plain both sides. It's got a blemish there, but it's got a lot of nice wood right in here. You got a crack there. Okay, so what about if I did it right in there? That looks like that might be good. I wonder if it's hot enough now. On this brand, you see one side is slightly bowed out, the other side is square, straight. Well, the bowed out side is the bottom of the brand. That's something to keep in mind when you're branding. All right, here we go. I didn't get it absolutely square on there, but no smoke. Maybe just a whisker of smoke. There's a little smoke. It's time, pressure, and heat that are the factors in how complete your brand is and how bright it is. Well, there you go. All right, let me take this over here. I believe my sander's all plugged in. I'm losing the horse's head if I go much more. I think that's a marketable brand. That's good. That's good. I've got quite a few of them here. I was thinking to cut these into shapes and keep them in my van, hand them out to people. Maybe even put my phone number on them. Ooh, what do you think of that idea? Put the phone number on there. I have right over here a wood burning hobby wood burner with 5 different tips, 5 in 1. But I wonder if I couldn't just see, my handwriting isn't really the best for that kind of thing, but we have the doings. Then I got the scroll saw to cut out. I thought I'd use the scroll saw to cut out different brands. See, most all these woods, when they dry, most of them develop flaws. This one is really nice. I don't see any flaws in this one, other than the knots, but knots are forgivable. I'm going to put 2 on this one. I'm going to put 1 there, and I'm going to put 1 there. Now you see the burner is out. It's on max, but it's heating up to red again. On the directions they say to make the brand red, but I haven't yet to do that. I've only heated it once with a torch, and I found that super duper clumsy. The horse's head and the buggy, as you lean different directions, you get different things. But then the time. Very flimsy handle on this, very flimsy. Okay, that's a fail, I would say. The buggy didn't really come out, I would say, and the horse's head is gone. I would say that's a fail. But I still have another piece of wood. I think I didn't wait long enough. It wasn't on, see, this thing won't just go on and stay on. It keeps blinking on and off. It's on, and it'll just go so far, and then it'll go off. And when it goes off, of course, the brand cools down. And it's not on for long enough to really heat up the brand. As soon as it goes off again, I'm going to grab it. Boom, Bob's your uncle. Dun, 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 dun. You try and put the right amount of pressure on every side, but this handle, like I say, is super duper clumsy. Very flimsy. Just a piece of threaded rod, and I would like something a lot stronger. I'm going to keep it on there, hoping that back corner of the buggy and the horse's head and the wheels, hoping that it all comes out nice. Now that brand might not have been hot enough when I started. Well, what do you think? I would call that marginal. But well, that's it. I've got these pieces here done all 4 sides, and I got these pieces here done all 4 sides, waiting for a project. I've got these blocks. I got this failed project. That's one thing, you know. See these brads that tacks that I put it on, they're very hard to direct. And so this is a failed project, and I've got to cut these all off right there. And actually I'll put these tag ends, instead of putting them in the kindling, those will go in the trash because of the brads. I don't want that in my ash pile. These are two sides waiting for the other two sides to be done on them. And I got some wood over here. But I got wood everywhere. Wood. Wood is the name of the game for me, I guess. Wood and hauling the Amish. If you'd like to be a part of the Fredericktown Homestead, I pay for the trash. I just noticed the trash can out there. We get to, let me get it here. There you go. We can fill that trash can every Sunday and we get it emptied. We can also put stuff around it and beside it, and it'll all get emptied every Sunday, and I pay for that. I pay for everything right now. There isn't anybody else here, but I'm paying for everything. But if you'd like to be a part of this, if you'd like to grow your own food, we've got plenty of, we got a buggy coming by. I gotta cut it short. Get a hold of me. God bless.